What was it like when you won?
Oh, it was like the culmination of all your hard work paying off.
Hi guys, it's Jack from 597 Promotions here. I'm here at Double Oyster Studios again in lovely Whitstable, great rehearsal and recording studio. I'm here with Tom Vane. Tom is in a band called Famyne, who are a local doom metal band based in Canterbury, who have got quite a lot of accolades under their belt. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Cool.
How did you guys start?
It kind of rose from the ashes of an older band that I was in. That kind of all drifted apart, and during the summer, I guess, of 2014, I was listening to. Well, I already had up to that point been a massive fan of the slower end of metal, but I was listening to a lot more of that then, and I just discovered the Obsessed, Saint Vitus, Pentagram, Cathedral, Reverend Bazaar, and I was like, this is what I want. This is what I want to write this.
In terms of your initial gigging experience, so you started in about 2014, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know you played your first gig in the Lady Luck in Canterbury, I think, didn't you? And
yeah, there's still a video of it out there.
Yeah,
yeah.
And since then you always think of your sort of like Canterbury shows as homecoming shows.
Oh yeah,
I think,
for sure.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like starting out at first?
It was very exciting. It was. I wouldn't say it's daunting because you don't really know you're still sort of testing the waters. Do you know what I mean? It was exciting because we knew that we all loved what we were making, and it was exciting for me because I'd been in two bands previously.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as this. Do you know what I mean? And that excitement, that the way that you felt when you played this music, I wanted to get it out there. And it's like imagine finding something that's just amazing and wanted to say, look at this. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to do that with everyone. Do you know what I mean? And so did everyone else. And that energy. I mean, and we all lived in Canterbury. We are based in Canterbury still as a band, but we all kind of live in different areas.
Yeah. I think that's the case
now.
with a lot of bands, isn't it?
Yeah, it happens. Life, man. Do you know what I mean? You
you
get a job here, you get a job there, you have a family there, etc. But yeah, like with this, we all kind of still lived in Canterbury together, and we'd go out and and we'd have drinks, and the early days were just so, And we had friends who were like fans of the band now. I was part of the Rock Society at Kent Uni, and just those early days were really sort of like spit and sawdust, but I
mean, it's seminal, isn't it, for every band? So had you already written music at this point, or were you sort of doing covers or a mixture of both?
Oh no, we never did any covers. But the younger you are, the more zealous you are, and the more idealistic.
Yeah.
Possibly naive, possibly unrealistic to a certain extent. You gain wisdom as you get older, and we were very much like, we will never do covers. Whatever happens, we'll never do covers, and we'll never do songs about love. Do you know what I mean? We were very sort of like, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's
We had a vision, I guess.
Yeah.
A specific vision.
I'm not knocking vision. I guess I'm just knocking the tendency for people to somewhat become too rigid in that respect.
So you were gigging.
Yeah.
You'd had an EP out.
Yes.
And then 2016 comes around.
Yeah.
You go from Metal to the Masses. In its early days, was in the Maiden's Head.
Maiden's Head in Canterbury. Yeah.
So you go through the heats, the semis, and then you play Leo's Red Lion, don't you? In the final.
That was the final. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like when you won?
Oh. It was like the culmination of all your hard work paying off, and mean, I'm in a doom metal band, you know what I mean? I guess I'm used to things not always turning out how you want them to be. And so here, all of a sudden, you have validation from the audience, from your peers, and from the judge or judges. And it just, you kind of, that approval is important, I think, to everyone. You can say, oh, you know, oh, I don't care about what people think, and I think there's a fine line between chasing that approval and appreciating it. Do you know what I mean? And that night was just when he I remember when because I was looking at him before, as he was about to say who this is the judge on the stage at the Red Light. I was looking at him thinking, I was imagining him saying another band's name. I was like, he's gonna say it. Or then I imagined him saying Famyne. And he said Famyne, and like I think Chris was there, the bassist, and when he said Famyne, the look on his face wasn't happiness. It was like what? And I looked at him and all our loved ones and friends and stuff were around us, and we all kind of went up there and just, we were so proud. Every single one of us had worked hard to get to that point.
Really surreal, I imagine.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a big deal for us. It's a big leg up.
So you won Metal to the Masses, and then you go to Bloodstock. So what was that like?
Yeah, well,
was that the first festival you played, or was
the first festival we played. I had been to Bloodstock the year before, not with a band, but as a punter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get to play there. You know, I mean, when we were in the New Blood stage, that was our where you get to play, but it's Bloodstock still, you know. And everyone that was playing there, I think mostly everyone, was there from their particular county or region, because they were picked by the judges to represent that, you know, and so it was just it was a massive deal, and we got to hang out in the VIP area. We got to go. We got to have a pint in Serpent's Lair. We got to, I don't know, mix with the hoi polloi of the UK metal scene. Do you know what I mean? To be honest with you, speaking personally, I'm not really much of a, you know, what's the word? Social butterfly, I guess.
No.
But some of the band were, and they loved it, and I was happy for them. And it helped us make some friends here and there. Not always. I mean, most of the time you're just having a drink or hanging out with your friends in the main camping area, or you know, watching a band. But every now and then you go there. The queue's a little bit shorter in the bar, I just, the whole experience was something, man. And you've got people, you know, that you're playing to from like across the country that have all converged to this like central kind of like place of metal worship, and you're playing to them. You know, they're watching you because they love your type of music, and you're almost, it feels like you're proving yourself. You know, it's something else. I fully recommend it for every band who is serious about music and the stuff that they produce, and they love what they do, because I think that's essential.
So you played Bloodstock. And then that helped catapult you a bit, because you started touring, didn't you? Yeah. You started touring around Europe.
Yeah, I guess having that, you know.
Not necessarily directly off the back of Bloodstock, but it's sort of, you know, would you say it sort of gave you the confidence to then
I
go out to Europe?
Yeah.
Travel around.
Yeah, we got gigs. Our first ever gig abroad was at a festival in the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. That was eye-opening, and also it was pre-Brexit as well, so it was just easy. You know, it's easy to play over there.
Because you did quite a few dates. Didn't you? Like
2018 and 2019.
Various tours. Yeah, you did quite a few.
Yeah.
You went all the way out to like Slovenia and places.
Yeah.
Did a proper circuit. Like a lot of the time, like I imagine bands would just go to the Netherlands and France and then that's it. But you did a full circuit.
Yeah,
almost, didn't you?
yeah, true. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, obviously, we all have jobs. We all had to make sure we got the time off work.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can't. You know, like you're digging into your holiday allowance. Do you know what I mean? And
was that difficult for you guys to do that?
well, it can be. Not always. I mean, it depends. I mean, we all have different, jobs and different types of professions, and so you kind of have to find a way that suits all of you. And it's only on the odd. I think we've played maybe like 2 gigs in total, where we've had to play without one of our members. But that's in the UK. You can't go on tour.
Yeah, yeah. Off of touring and all that, you've started playing some more main stages.
Yeah.
Now, so we mentioned Into the Grave. I believe you were upgraded to the main stage on that one, weren't you? You weren't meant to play that.
Again,
what was that like?
With a lot of things in life, music's no different. A lot of it can be just fluke.
Yeah.
And there was a band that was due to play the main stage, but I think they had some sort of issue with their car, or the airport, or whatever it was. There's always something comes along.
Yeah.
And you could say that's fate, the hand of fate. Yeah. But yeah, as a result, they said to us, "Do you want to play the main stage?" Well, yes, we do. Thank you.
And obviously, would I be correct in saying the biggest main stage that you're going to be playing is Bloodstock?
Yeah, it is the biggest.
Literally within a week.
Yeah.
Within a week's time, you're going to be not opening. Are you opening, or is it
with the second band on?
You're the second band on. So on the
So
Friday.
on the Friday, yeah.
On the Friday,
Yeah.
You're going to be on the f***ing Bloodstock stage,
man.
The main stage. How's that feel for you guys?
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But there's also a part of you that's very excited. Part of me that wants to prove ourselves. And so it's almost like this is our chance to say, oh well, let's give it a try. Do you know what I mean? And it's the people, the bigwigs, I guess, the people who run metal in this country. It's them saying, "Go on then, give it a shot." Reminds me of that Eminem song. You only get one shot.
Yeah. So going on to your music, like the records you released. So you did the EP.
Yeah.
Then you did a first LP. I love Worthless. Is it Worthless?
Worthless.
Worthless is
yeah.
an amazing song.
Thank you.
That riff is just incredible.
Cool. That was Alex Tolson that came up with that one.
Oh right,
yeah.
Nice. Speaking of Alex Tolson, he was the original guitarist, wasn't he? So you've had a few sort of lineup changes.
Yeah.
So would I be correct in saying that the most consistent members have been you and Chris, the bassist?
Yeah. Basically, people have things that happen in their life, or they have a family to go to, or everyone has their own reason for moving on, and I think you need to respect that.
Of course.
Whatever the reason, try to keep the band going because it's a passion project.
I think it still sounds categorically Famyne.
Yeah.
Though, it's
Cool.
definitely got a sound to it.
Nice.
Like I say, you've been through an EP, you've been through 2 LPs. The second one, was it the second one that you were doing when that thing hit the world?
Oh, the old Hachu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that happened.
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean,
that was
because it sort of put a dampener in all your plans.
Yeah, it happened. It put a dampener on everyone's plans across the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's it comes along, and you're having to self-isolate. And I will say this though, it gave the band a chance to really focus on the music. Whereas with the EP and with album 1, we were playing stuff that had been sort of road tested, as it were. I think only 2 out of the 8 songs on album 2 we had played live.
It's The Ground Below, isn't it, album 2?
That's right, yeah. Album 2, The Ground Below.
Because they're sort of self-titled, aren't they? But but with subtitles.
Yeah, exactly. I think you've got Famyne EP, Famyne album 1. Like you got Famyne 1, Famyne 2.
You're working on a 3rd album.
Yeah.
I believe that's public information.
Yeah, I
think I
so.
saw that somewhere.
So.
Yeah. How's that going?
Yeah,
Going
right.
well?
It's yeah. I think with the the member changes and stuff, it takes a while to settle on a process that works for everyone. And there's a lot of self-discovery in that process. I think a lot of okay, why can't I come up with lyrics to this? Why can't I come up with a a solo at this particular point, or a certain fill. And I think I speak for all of us when I say that, like, that learning process helps enable you to then eventually find out what does work for you. And as long as what works for you individually is compatible with everyone else in the band, then it produces good stuff. It's when you have too many arguments and you're unable to sort of find a centre ground that you fragment and go your separate ways. That's what happened with my second band.
Do you have a release date for it?
No.
No?
No.
Not until you're just
no.
working on it. Any
Just working
plans
on
for
it.
touring once it's done?
Well,
And get to cross that bridge when we get
yeah,
there?
yeah. I mean, I think also with this approach of ours, it comes with its own downsides, which is that you can't sort of like say, right, we need it done by this time, we need to have these many songs by this time, because when you do that, you strip away that the what's it called, like the spontaneity of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's that expression, isn't there? Like, I think it's inspiration is for amateurs. Well, I guess we're amateur at the moment.
Do you have like an ultimate goal of maybe getting signed at some point as well? Have you been signed?
The second album was signed.
Yeah.
We haven't got like an ultimate goal really. It's we'll when we make the third album, if whoever we release it through, we'll want it to be like a record company that represents our values and that will give us a certain amount of say in what we do, you know.
So you're not signed as a band, you sort of release your music through labels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Would you want to be signed as a band eventually? Or because the reason I ask is because obviously that would probably put a hindrance on the being able to do things at your own pace.
I guess so.
To
be honest with you, it gets to a certain point where it's like, if you're really serious, then you have to put more dedication, I think, to the band, and we are dedicated towards the band.
Yeah.
But you have to be realistic to a certain extent, you know. I mean, and I think when we were younger, there was a lot more of like, I'll just drop everything and I'll just be in the band and I'll make a maximum of £10,000 a year, but I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And I think the older you get, and the more risk averse maybe you become.
Yeah.
And the more you get used to, like, you know, a certain standard of living, or maybe it's you know, you've made connections. You have a life outside of the band as well, and you can't just drop stuff fully because of the band. If you love these people, if you love what you do, do you know what I mean? It's you're able to have, at least I think we found a way to have a synergy between the world of metal and the world of everything else.
I suppose to finish it off, have you got any other plans for the future, or is it just third album?
Oh, well, I mean...
Take things as they come, focus on Bloodstock first.
Yeah, get Bloodstock out the way, and we'll see what happens from there. Obviously we're writing new stuff at the moment. Trying to focus more on that, trying to sort of dedicate, like, rather than 3/4 working on the set and then a quarter working on new stuff, we're trying to sort of do half and half. It means getting to practice on time, which is not easy for all of us, for various different reasons. But it means making the most of the time that we've got. We have we have a manager now, lovely lady called Ash, and it's so helpful to be able to sort of, like, you know, partition some of the admin stuff to people that love doing it, you know, because we certainly didn't. But it's necessary.
Talk about sacrifices.
Exactly. So that's helpful. It's like a bit by bit creeping forward. Do you know what I mean? I think in metal especially, you sort of prove yourself by standing and by staying the course, as it were. So to be honest with you, our plans are somewhat fluid. It's not like we don't have any. We have a certain, like, you know, certain calendar to a certain extent, but it's very, very low pressure at the moment in order to enable us to be in that creative space, which I think is what primarily a band needs to be about in order to produce stuff that I think, you know, chimes with people, you know.
and you're all still having fun.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
As long as
definitely.
it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
fun, yeah.
There are periods where you're like, oh, for God's sake, but
Well, you've made it past the 10-year mark.
it's not. Don't
Yeah.
forget, it's not like it's going to be all
Yeah.
easy sailing from now. It just
No,
it
no.
means that we've built up. I guess that in a way, it means you built up that resistance to a certain
Yeah.
extent. You're able to take it. You're more like a tank than a jeep.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
My pleasure, man.
I've really enjoyed this.
You're welcome, Jack.
And here's the next 10 years, and good luck with everything
Yeah, thanks.
you're doing.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
I
very
appreciate
much.
it. Cheers.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.